If you learn English with the most powerful and effective strategies, the process of learning English is gonna be super easy and enjoyable. You can speak English fluently and with full confidence. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Renu. If you're new here, let me tell you, on this channel I make videos about acquiring fluency in English and improving English communication skills. Well, in today's video, we are going to address something fascinating, and that is some most powerful and practical strategies which will help you to speak and learn English effectively. So if you're new here on this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button right away and watch this video till the very end. If you find this video helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share your feedback about this video in the comment section. Now without further delay, let's get into the video. Alright, when we are talking about learning English, well, we must learn English effectively and with some powerful strategies so that we can learn English quickly without wasting time and without feeling lost, right? Because sometimes we really don't know what to do, but we want to learn the language. We want to speak fluently. Well, today I'm going to share with you amazing strategies which will help you to learn English effectively and to learn English quickly, without wasting a lot of time. You just need to know these all strategies so that the process of learning English can be easier for you and enjoyable. Because it is really important to enjoy your journey, to enjoy the process of learning something. We are learning English, right? Now let's start with the first point. So the first strategy is active engagement. Now what do I mean by active engagement? To be engaged with active concentration. Actively to be engaged in something, any material, whatever the material you are consuming. While we are learning English, we more often consume a lot of things in English to learn the language, to have good understanding so that we can develop our understanding with the language, right? So make sure that you are actively consuming that rather than passively consuming. Because when you are actively consuming the content, you are simultaneously developing your understanding skills with the language. Okay, so whatever you are consuming in English, even a single vocabulary, even a single word, make sure that you are consuming that actively with full concentration, and you are trying so hard to learn that particular word because you are trying actively to learn that rather passively. You are putting your 100% concentration to learn that particular vocab or any other concept, any other topic in the material of learning English. Okay, so the first point is that active engagement. Whatever you consume, make sure that you are being active rather than passive to consume that particular material. Then only you can develop your understanding in English easily and you can learn and speak English fluently. Moving to the next amazing strategy, that is spaced repetition. Spaced repetition. Now what do I mean by it? Whenever you are consuming any content in English, anything, whatever the topic you are learning, any new word or whatever it is, make sure that you are repeating it over and over again. When you are trying to speak it practically, you are repeating the content you learned before. Okay? If you do it practically, you are more likely to use it and remember it for longer period. Because if you just read and you are not using it, you are not repeating that word or that concept, you are not using that concept in your speaking skills, you can no more remember that when it is really important to use that in any conversation, in any situation. So whatever you are consuming, any material, anything in English, to speak English fluently, make sure that you are repeating that. You are repeating all the things, whatever you learned to speak English. If you actually make a use of that particular concept or anything which you learned to speak English fluently, then you can easily develop your understanding and easily you can speak English fluently because you are speaking that. You are over and over trying to repeat it. You are trying to practically use it. Yes, so make sure that you are using it repeatedly, whatever you are learning. Don't just leave it. If you once read it and you just keep it aside, never do that. Whatever you learn in grammar or anything, whatever you learn, try to repeat it over and over again. Try to make it a habit whenever you are speaking something. Because it happens a lot when we learn numerous topics in grammar, but we don't use it in our speaking skills. And sooner we forget. right? So make sure that whatever you are consuming, anything you are learning in grammar or anything, you are making amazing use of it in your speaking skills. Then only you are gonna remember it, and you can learn how to use it in effective way, and you can learn how to speak English effectively if you know how to use some different topics in speaking skills. And you will learn when you will try. So make sure that you are gonna try it. Now let's move to the next important strategy. One of the best way to learn something and to remember something for longer period is to teach someone else. Whatever you want to learn, make sure that you are teaching that particular concept to someone else, because it forces you to remember, it forces you to learn that again, so that you can easily make someone understand, right? It forces you to develop your own understanding, to develop your own skills when you are teaching somebody, whether it is speaking, writing, listening, or reading, whatever it is. So make sure that you are teaching someone else when you are learning a new concept. Teaching someone else is the brilliant method that you can apply in order to get fluent in that language and in order to get expertise in that particular subject, whatever it is. Well, we are not talking about subject here, we are talking about the language, which is English language. So make sure that you are also explaining some different concept to someone else. It forces you to identify all the gaps, if is there any in your knowledge. So make sure that you are teaching someone else whenever you are learning something new. Now let's move to the next amazing strategy. As this is digital era, everything is possible. You can connect anyone across the world. It is so easy to connect so many people across the world. It is not about only in our country. You can connect with anyone across the world, right? So it is really easy with the help of internet. If you want to practice with foreigner, or if you want to explore anything with the help of internet, well, just try to expand your sources of learning English, whether it is about application, using some different application, or you can say trying some different textbooks, or having real world experience. It would be far good for you if you can have real world experience, if you can actually connect in person in real world. So make sure that you try to connect with real people, so that you can learn natural English. You can get to know how actually we hold conversations when we talk to other people in real life. So make sure that you are trying to expand your sources of learning English, whether it is about using some different applications or connecting with real people in the world, so that you can get to know how to hold natural conversation in English, how to learn natural English. It is really important to expand your sources of learning English, because this will help you to have good understanding with the language, will help you to expand your understanding with English language. Okay, so make sure that you expand, you try some different resources, you try some different sources to learn English. Moving to the next amazing strategy, that is, always remember that everyone's style of learning English is unique and different. Make sure that you find your own style of learning English. Adopt these all tips to fit your preferences and needs. Finding out what works best for you is the key of effective learning. I hope you liked the video and you got a lot of things to learn from this video. If you find this video very helpful, let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let's meet you in the next videos.